Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope y'all are doing great today. Today we're going to be I know I haven't did my snowman nor my Christmas stuff in a while, but you know what? I was like, we might as well try and reinvigorate that. So we're going to be using this maybe using this snowman season uh Stampin' Up. Merry Christmas. Hoping this season builds heartwarming memories. We got the snowman, let it snow. And this is how it looks. Looks like it's never been used, which is always interesting, not from a consumer standpoint, but as a user standpoint, because I have a lot of stamps that I buy and I don't use, and I'm always like, what will happen if I don't make it to the next, you know, and they get rid of all my stuff. When they get rid of all my stuff, they're gonna be like, "Look at all this wasted money." Anyway, we're gonna be using this Paper Studios Santa and Friends from 2011-12 Paper Studio, back when Hobby Lobby was doing a whole bunch of different stuff than they are now, right? I think we've used a few of these pages for non-Christmas. I want to say it was non-Christmas related. Then we got these little recollection pieces. I'm gonna tell you why we're gonna use those, and then I got this from Ross a few years ago. I think last year, 2 years ago. I didn't get it this year. I don't think. I think they're like black and white and gold and silver pieces. Nothing is like colored in, so that'd be cool if we even use that. And then I got this from the thrift store. It was in a like a little bag of a whole bunch of random stuff. So this is my first time opening these up, and I thought these was gonna be shiny, and they're not. They are dull, which is okay. It just makes it a little bit harder to glue together. So we're gonna put our envelope to the side, and these things are thin. They're blank on the inside, and I wanted to keep this out. I wanted to keep this available. Okay, so and I think we're only gonna use three. So let's not even pretend like we're gonna make a big book because we won't. In order to keep these available, we need to put these out like this, right? So when you open up the book, it's this way and this way, and then I think if I do it this way, we'll have. I was debating if I want to give it a legit spine or not. I haven't did that in forever, but we have this here, then we have this, then this. Yeah, I think this is how we're gonna do it. So I showed y'all all my little fancy scrapers, and then let me tell you, I um I don't have it with me right now, but I went to Harbor Freight, so I have a bunch of scrapers now because apparently we lose these things too much, and by we I mean I do. If you do this right, be careful with this because this is not rounded. It does have like a lip on it. If you decide to do this, I need to put something to protect my surface down. I have been considering putting like removing this mat and putting something on my, excuse the camera flaring. Um, like the things that you get from Hobby Lobby or Walmart, the little background pieces that a lot of people use, like the wood grain and things like that. I've been considering using that, but my camera keeps flickering in and out, so I'm not. Do we really need it? The answer probably is yes, but right now we're not using it. Okay. So the reason why I want to keep this out is because I like this so much, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna get the thank you out the way. Okay. So also I want to talk to y'all about yesterday's project. I tried to look at the comments. Some of the comments did not come through or translate on my phone, when I was looking at it because I was out and about. I've been trying my very best to do, even if it's just going to the store, um, or walking around a particular like random spot, to do that with my son because I want to enjoy this summer over the other summers that we've had. We haven't did much. One of our summers, our air conditioner was broken, so it was hot. But when you have a broken air conditioner, you're going to spend all your money on a replacement. Costs money, so you don't go anywhere, right? But this summer, I think we're going to spend time at the pool. So the stores will have money for me for sunscreen for him, which will be really fun. I have a friend whose little ones also want to go to the pool, which will be real cool. Um, so actually today, excuse the blurriness. Hopefully my voice doesn't go blurry when the camera does. I know it doesn't, but I'm being funny. Anyway, hopefully today when we go get our pass, maybe I can take him tomorrow morning because I think the pool open at is open early and we can go because I've seen some adults out there and then he can kind of enjoy that and see if he like it because when I was a little girl, we lived in an apartment complex. We didn't have to pay for pool access. We My mom would fuss at me so much. Get out of that pool. You've been in the pool all day long. Get out of it. And I was like, I want to go back. So wake up, eat breakfast, have to wait, I think, what is it, 30 minutes, an hour, so you don't get stomach cramps or whatever, cramp up and fall to the bottom of the pool. And then get out the pool for lunch. If it was like a lunch something, get out the pool for lunch. And then I would beg to go get back in the pool. Then I go get back in the pool and I stay there until like darkness. And as you all know, you can see my skin tone. When you're in the sun and chlorine all day, the whole summer, your complexion gets darker and darker and darker. Like my skin is changing now only because we've been walking and out in the sun so much this year already. So I think I'm going to pull a big bear hibernation thing during the winter time just for my for me. All right. It took us forever just to make this little 6-page book. I don't know if I've told you all this, but Elio is a movie. It's a Pixar movie. I don't know if it's Disney, Pixar, DreamWorks, one of the kid program people. They have a new movie coming out called Elio, where he is kind of like an oddball, and he feel like he does not fit in. I'm gonna go see that. I don't know if my son wants to go see it with me or not, but I want to go see it. So that comes out, I think, this month. So we'll probably see it this month. Um, I don't know about opening day, but we will see it. Okay, so that's one page. Now, even though I got this Christmas paper, I don't want it to be too cartoony. I want to save the cartoony pages for other projects. So this paper pad is perfect. So now, what size paper is this? Let's see. It says that it is no measurements on here. I wonder if this is Walmart. This came out 2011. I don't know, so we got to measure it out. But it's 6 by something. Maybe 6 by 4. Let's see. This card is so flimsy though. Like, so 6 by 4. Oh, so we're going to cut our paper to be 6 by 2. Okay, let me show you why. We're going to cover this piece up And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this halfway in and cut it, cover it like that. Did I say two? Yeah, I think I said two. So let's do 6 by 3 because this is a 6 by 6, right? So let's do, no, you know what? Let's do 6 by 3, and then let me see something. All right, I wanted to see. I thought this was the actual. I didn't know this was my corner chomper, so I messed that up. I told you yesterday it's almost always straight into the very end of it. I don't know if I get if my scissors are like, no, we can't. I don't know what's going on, with it or not. But yeah, so we put that right there, and I think I want to use some art glitter glue. I bought this barely art glue. Oh, mm. Okay, hold on. Let's see. It's dripping everywhere. Doo-doo-doo-doo. All right, so let's see. I wiped all the glue up. It got on my work outfit, my crafting outfit, aka my pajamas. Uh, and it got on some of this and some paper that was in my lap. But our handy dandy napkins will always come in handy, especially when they're our handy dandy napkins. All right, so we got that one done. And then I think we're going to do one across, and we're going to make this 4 by 2 maybe. Let's see. Let's do 2.5. Let's just do 3. How's your week going? It's Thursday. Can you believe it? We've made it through the whole week, and I haven't lost it yet. I'm so excited about that. Y'all, this summer, like I said, I'm trying a different approach to stuff. Like my son, he'll ask for something, and I'm like, no. And then I'm like, you know what? Go ahead. Excuse me 1 second, please. Alrighty. I waited too late to do this video today, so my little guy is up. And of course, he is needing and or wanting to do things, which would be great if it was opposite of what I told him we're going to try and institute, just to see if it's going to work out. And if it doesn't, then we'll go back to the old ways of flying by the seat of our pants for the most part. All right, so we're going to go ahead and rub this down. Now, I'm going to tell you why I'm putting these pages in this way is because I'm thinking, let's just say if we gifted this to someone, right? And they are a picture taker. So if they're a picture taker, and let's just say they go somewhere, an event for this occasion, yeah? They can slide their, this is how I always look at it. They can slide their ticket stubs in here, right? And over here, you could put in your extra pictures if you wanted to. And over here, you could write like a note or something. So that's my mindset. Always the mindset, okay? All right, so now we're gonna pull out our little snow people. And I love this guy so much, this image. I've seen it on a lot of things. I like it a lot. So that's the one we're going to use. We'll probably have to use stuff that will lend itself to us, though. And what do I mean by lending itself to us? Things that will make me not stress out about it. So we're going to use these snowflakes first. And I'm going to use, um, yesterday I was watching Chandra and she was showing her project for Hey Girl Hey, right? And she had said something about stamping and using embossing. And I find, first of all, y'all know I'm a big chicken, so I rarely use embossing, if ever. Um, but I always enjoy when people do it. I feel super inspired. Like I always think, oh, I could do it. I could just watch this person do this multiple times, the same video over and over again, and I could definitely try it. But then I chicken out again. I am messing his stamp up, y'all. You know, I want to talk about buying stamps from professional companies versus non-professional companies, as in it's been copied. Sometimes the stamp sets, I won't even mention, but like this stamp set is not, the snowflakes don't work that well for whatever reason. And I don't think I'm doing it wrong or anything like that. I just think it's not working that well. So we won't be using this one. But I bought I think it was a stamp or die set from a company, and it was a recall. Not a recall like it's something faulty with like bad, but the die, I think the die didn't wasn't cutting. So I think that in general, sometimes we have to be mindful of how we say, you know, we're using certain things from certain companies, because even though they're a reputable company, and yes, they probably will refund our money if we need it to be refunded, they are not always as amazing as we like to make them out to be, if that makes sense to you all. And I do not like polymer. As y'all know, I'm an anti photopolymer stamp person. Um, I'm just like, who decided that that was okay? What person was like, you know what? Photopolymer is just as good as red rubber, if not better. And I'm always like, who are you? Polymer police, you know? But I do like the VersaFine clear, or Claire as it says on there. I don't know what's going on with the stamp set. Can you sense my frustration? No, I'm not. I'm not upset about it. It probably wasn't me that did it that time. That one's better, but this one's so much nicer. Ugh, I don't know what's going on. All right, so I'm gonna make that part a little tuck spot at the top, but I'm gonna cut this down some. And what's a tuck spot? In my head, the tuck spots is where you jam stuff up in the middle. It's not a real pocket. It's kind of more like a place saver where you can jam random things up in a specific area. So I put a little bit more heavier glue there. Now, what I did not do is I did not go and grab all of my, um, what is the word, stickers. Because I am a sticker fanatic when it comes to these little books. But I was like, you know what, we're out of practice. Let's not go overboard with any of them. All I knew was that I needed to cover up the thank you piece. All right, so a tuck spot, you just jam this in there, right? And it's supposed to stay. So it's like a pocket, but tuck spot's a little random, more random in my opinion. All right, this piece is causing me some heartburn. Have you ever left a comment on somebody's YouTube page and came back and it was deleted? Even if it wasn't bad, they just didn't like your. I've had that happen to me before. I've seen the error of my ways, and now I don't tend to comment on people's that I don't know videos, because the person had wrote that they wanted to get some things done to them, surgeries, and I was like, what I where I was wrong at, Joy, believe Mary. Let's put this tree there. Where I was wrong at was telling them, in my opinion, I was wrong at telling them how they should be feeling, and it's not my. I was wrong, right? Because if you feel like you're ugly, nothing's gonna take away that feeling. Even though people validate you and tell you that you're not ugly, you're an amazing person, you're this or that. If you feel that way, it's something inside of you that has to be fixed, right? And for you to see that you're not ugly or whatever. Whereas a person, some random stranger on your YouTube telling you, "Oh no, you're beautiful just the way you are," is inappropriate in every sense of the word of inappropriateness. And so I learned, I know that now that I should have just shut up, but I didn't. And then someone else had said something before, and I was anti what they were pro, I think, and I got silence from there too. They deleted my comment. They didn't ban me. They just deleted my comment. I was like, you know what? I don't think I need to be supporting you because. And then so I think that's before I started making YouTube like videos. But I have deleted comments from people before, so I understand how people feel. But the reason why I deleted the comment because it was not even anything to. I've deleted maybe 4 comments since I've been making YouTube videos, and now I just respond back to them, and I want to see what they got to say, right? Because a lot of people may think that making YouTube videos is easy, and yeah, for the most part, you can do is press play, but it's not that easy, right? Once you press play, then what? So now that I've pressed play, what's supposed to happen now, right? Of course, we're gonna put the snowman here. Oh, we could put cheers, but we already got happy holidays, cheers. Yeah, let's put cheers on the back. Oh, you know what? No, hold on. Let's see. Maybe I could leave that blank for now. Let's go back into our paper. So we got this, and then I wanted to stamp some snow people out, but I don't think I would be able to stamp the snow people out because we're having issues with this ink and this stamp set. I don't know if this was a bad stamp set. I don't know. If it just is me, it's probably just me though, because it works. It just doesn't work to my liking. So I'm gonna try to put this all the way over to the edge as best as possible because we still want to be able to use the paper. All right, so we put them over here. And so we got our C. Look at this. That's okay. We may come back to this project tomorrow, maybe. Now, I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but we're going to try it out and see. Just looking for a gold pen. Let's use this instead. I have some DIY projects that we're going to be working on soon. I have gathered the material. I'm waiting on one thing to come. So hopefully y'all enjoy that little project that we do. Okay. Okay. So that's one thing colored. This one says spring cleaning. You know what would be a good stamp to oh, this is glorious. Glorious. Look at this. I should have colored this first, but I didn't. If you don't know, I always consider this to be the front of the book. It's the first page, right? And this little piece that I put in here usually tells us what's going on with, oh, wrong thing, with our thing. Like you could put H2, Isabel, birthday party, Christmas gathering, family thing, Mima, any of that stuff. That or you could put, office party when Bob proposed to me. I don't know any of that stuff, right? So let's go back over here, and it's called journaling doodles. Start at the front. This is pretty. Not everything needs to be colored though. Now, if this had a cup of coffee, we could. Let's see. Now, I'm not big into coffee or lattes and all other stuff, but we could put that here, right? Because we love hot cocoa. My son loves hot cocoa. And so that could be like a hot cocoa day that you did some hot cocoa with the kiddos, or you and your special someone met somewhere and had coffee, or you and your coworker, you hadn't seen them in a long time, you met up and had that. That's why I like these sticker pages, because I don't do planner stuff, but I like them. Michaels has a few hundred stickers for like a dollar 99 cents. So I always find those to be very nice, and they're colored and very good. And now we're just gonna put these little hearts here, and we're gonna go back and color them. So you can always take your simplest supplies that you think are just kind of boring and always do a little bit more with them if you choose. You don't have to add too much to these little books because I feel like the pictures should be speaking more so than anything else. I think that I am going to try and cover this back up with one of these stickers. Let's see though. Right now, nothing is like speaking to me besides this one, and it's going the wrong way. I do have a idea that what of what we could do, but let's see before I get all adventurous. Yeah, so let's go back and color up our little hearts real quick. I don't think this is gonna bleed through because it's glued together, right? So I don't think it's going to do any of that. All right. Now, I think I'm gonna leave this like that. I could color it brown, but maybe I'll put a little red heart, right? No, let's leave it alone before I mess it up. All right, so picture, something tuck in that. Now I want to put one more thing. I need to put something on the back, right? So I'm gonna put cheers on the back because I think these colors, even though this is shiny and this is not, I think they go together really well. So I need to get more of these, even though it's not Christmas time. I think the best time to get seasonal stuff is, of course, after the sale, after the season has happened. And so I gotta keep an eye out because a lot of people do the same thing, and some people buy all the little $10 kits and they sell them later on. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, right? We got our little Merry Christmas washi. Oh, we got this holly. Look at that. Yes. We love it when it comes together accidentally. And that was all accidental. I am enjoying doing these craft videos, y'all. I really am. Um, the thing is, I don't know how long my mental health could keep it up. So we got to see. I want to do it for a while. I hope that makes sense. Like, I want to be able to do it probably for June, but we'll see. We'll see. We all need breaks from our normal routine, right? All right, so we're going to take this Merry Christmas. If you have bad washi, and what is bad washi, ma'am? Bad washi is the sticky kind. When it's too sticky and it starts to stick on itself. I don't know if this works, but and I can't remember if I tried it or not. But you could take the washi, put it in the microwave for a few seconds and see if the adhesive unadhesives itself to each other and see if it works. I can't remember the lady that posted this. She posted that a while back that she was able to salvage some of her washi tape like that. Cause sometimes I remember when not Hobby Lobby, Tuesday morning they had some washi tape that was very rogue. No, 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 no. It was very rogue, very rogue, and it was not doing what it was supposed to do. All right, so we're gonna just put a few strips down. I have never seen Meet Joe Black, but was watching a few clips from it yesterday. For some reason, I went down some type of random, random rabbit hole, and Joe Black was the rabbit hole that I went down, and I just found it to be very interesting. It reminded me, not just some of the clips, it reminded me of what's the movie with Meg Ryan and I don't remember. Meg Ryan and the guy Nicholas Cage, was it Nicholas Cage and Meg Ryan? And he was an angel and he gave up his wings to be human or something. I don't know. I think that's what it was. City of Angels, was it? I'm not sure. I think that's what it was. I could be completely wrong, but that's what it kind of reminded me of because if you know the story, Joe Black is supposed to be a specific type of person, and it was just very interesting because he was totally different than what people thought he was. It was just very interesting. So yeah, um, but he already he could anticipate the thoughts. So we got this. This is our back. So we can't even tell. You don't even know it has writing right there. Then we have our little tuck and write whatever you want to write. And right here you could put pictures or whatever. And then here some tags. I'll probably make tags, Christmas tags maybe next couple of days. And then you got this. So this is our project for today. I hope that you enjoyed the process. I want to say thank you for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.